So we're here with Mayor Robert Garcia of Long Beach, California, here in Austin for South by Southwest. Is this your first South by?
It is. It's actually been a great time so far. So we're just really enjoying. I mean, I love the city. I've been to the city before, but it's the first festival, so I'm having a good time.
Nice. And what are you hoping to take away from South by?
Well, I think first of all, just to be able to connect with other mayors that are here as part of the kind of mayor's initiative track that's here, talking a lot about transportation, talking a lot about multimodal cities, innovation, but also just learn about how the festival works. I think it's great to see an event like this in a town like Austin.
Yeah. And let's talk a little bit about transportation there for a second. You're one of the largest shipping destinations in the entire world, and you also have a city of 500,000, but that sometimes gets lost in the conversation about Los Angeles County writ large. How do you manage this global transportation network with the needs of your folks and building it into that network?
Well, the Port of Long Beach and the Port of Los Angeles is the largest complex in the United States. So 40% of all goods are coming in and out of the ports. One thing that we try to do is ensure first that the jobs that are happening at the port are going to local folks. These are really good jobs. These are dock worker jobs. And that we also know that it has an impact on the economy and on the environment. And so we're also trying to look at transportation from a kind of smart transportation worldview. We're doing a lot to green terminals. We're doing a lot to bring in automation, but also working with the workers there so that hopefully they're not just losing their jobs, but transitioning jobs to also some more engineering jobs, computer jobs. And we know that autonomous trucks are in the future, and so we're trying to figure out a way of using autonomous trucks, using these new autonomous terminals, greening the environment, but still hopefully having good paying jobs for the community.
And moving to a separate subject, you all have done quite a bit around veterans homelessness, and you were commended by the White House for that work. Is that work still ongoing, and is it going to transition at all with the change in administration?
Well, we hope so. I mean, our work is ongoing, regardless of who's president, obviously. But we've housed about 650 veterans who were homeless into homes just in the last 2 years, and we have an initiative to continue to house those as any other veterans become homeless. We've essentially in Long Beach reached what's called functional zero, which means every single veteran in the city of Long Beach who's experiencing homelessness has a home and an opportunity to have shelter, which is great. But that's an important initiative. It's a countrywide initiative that Michelle Obama and President Obama started. So that will continue on, and we continue to do that work every day.
And one more question. You're going to be on City Sound Off on the Future of Transportation panel. What do you hope to relay to folks there, and what do you hope to gain from that conversation?
Well, I think first that it is possible to be a green city and rely on a transportation network. I mean, we're going to an all-electric bus fleet by 2020. We're doing automated trucks. We're testing those on our highways. We're focused on rail and expanding rail. We have an incredibly large bike network, one of the largest bike networks anywhere in the West Coast. And so we're really excited. We're trying to push kind of multimodal transportation. We're blessed by having good sun. People like to be outside, and it's a very walkable community. It's very flat. So we've got a lot going for us, and we're just trying to push the envelope as much as we can.
All right. And last question. You're still in your 30s. You're probably one of the younger mayors here, part of this delegation. What kind of perspective does that give you, and what are you taking away from, let's say, your elders here?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to think my age is beneficial. I think I view the world, through a different lens, maybe. And so technology, innovation, pushing the envelope, taking risks is still all part of my DNA. And so, but I have learned a lot. I mean, these mayors that are here and the ones that I work with across the country are doing a great job, especially those that have been around for 8, 12 years. And so there's a lot to learn all the time.
As a fellow 30-something, it's great to see others in in our generation in government. Appreciate you joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the rest of South by Southwest.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
You too.